Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barça, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Sergio Roberto's future. It has been reported that Barcelona board members are divided on the midfielder's renewal, and the player is likely to leave on a free. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about Ronald Araujo and his injury, FC Barcelona just confirmed that they have done an examination on the player and he does not have any injury on his knee, as reports were claiming. We are going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Why Barcelona are close to reaching resolutions over the contract situations of Ronald Araujo and Gavi. The same cannot be said of Sergio Roberto. The 30-year-old La Masia product has a little over 2 months left on his current contract with Barcelona. Talks over a new deal have been held between the two parties, but an agreement is nowhere in sight. The most recent meeting between Roberto's agent and director Matteo Alemany took place earlier this week. During the meeting, the Catalans rescinded their early offer of a 2-year extension and proposed just a 1-year deal with an option of an additional 12 months. At the same time, Mundo Deportivo reports that not only the wages offered are significantly lower, but the club also plans to reduce his salary for the remainder of the ongoing campaign as well. The proposal has not gone down too well with Roberto, who has discussed the offer with his representatives and family, and as things stand, a contract renewal does not look likely, with the versatile midfielder inching closer to an exit on a free transfer. The report states that there is a decision split within the club over the Spaniard's contract. The likes of President Joan Laporta and manager Xavi are keen on seeing him continuing, but Alemany does not see the value of renewing unless the player accepts the lower terms. Roberto is currently focused on fully recovering from his injury and returning to an on-field action. The midfielder/right back has resumed team training and is close to making a comeback. But as things stand, his future at Camp Nou looks bleak, given the difference between the club's offer and the player's expectations, and an exit seems the likeliest outcome from the situation come the end of the season. Roberto's situation is very complicated. Barcelona not willing to up their offer for the player, and things look more complicated because when Matteo Alemany met with the player's representative again this past week, Barca have not changed their stance. Of course, Roberto's representative will be going to that meeting thinking that Barcelona might come up with something somehow different, but that was not the case. Alemany, who represents Barcelona alongside Jordi Cruyff, still brought the same offer they brought last year, and it's quite incredible. And Roberto himself can never accept such because the wage cut is very, very high. And with this report claiming that within the club itself, several members are divided over this contract situation of Sergio Roberto, and Alemany for one does not want the player to even be at Barcelona at all. He's just going to that meeting because he has been instructed to do so. And on the other hand, reports have been claiming that Xavi wants him to stay. Xavi admires his versatility. He's a utility man. He can be used in midfield as well as right back, which we have been seeing him doing in the past. So all these differences within the club is a problem itself. But with that, there's every likelihood that Sergio Roberto departs the club come June, because it is very unlikely Roberto's agent accept that proposal, or let me say that offer from FC Barcelona. So if things change, if Roberto stays, it must be like Barca have come with another offer to the player's representative that is better than this one. But it is very, very hard to see that possibility of Barca increasing their offer for the player. So it will be interesting to see how his renewal saga continues. Because from the look of things, honestly speaking, Barcelona prioritized the other renewals far way more than the renewal of Roberto. I'm talking about the Dembele's renewal that is still to be sorted out. Gavi and Ronald Araujo's renewal is also is also hanging in the air, which need to be sorted out, and Barcelona pay more priority to that than Roberto's own. So it will be interesting to see how this fiasco ends. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona's trip to the Basque Country posed a lot of trouble for them as they were pegged back by Real Sociedad through the 90 minutes. While they came out with a 1-0 win, several Barca players picked up injuries, including Ronald Araujo. Araujo picked up what looked like a knee injury and came off for Eric Garcia in the second half. However, according to a medical press release by Barcelona now, the Uruguayan does not have an injury to his knee. This comes as a huge relief to Barcelona's top 4 hopes, as Barca sitting in second place with 63 points with a game in hand over Sevilla and Atletico Madrid. With 6 games left to go for Barca, including some intense matches against the likes of Real Betis, Celta Vigo and Villarreal, they need their best players fit. More importantly, they need Araujo fit, for Gerard Piqué seems to be still suffering from his injury. Eric Garcia has proven to be an able deputy, but has given away 2 penalties in his last 4 games. Clement Lenglet came on for an excellent cameo against Real Sociedad, but has proven to be unreliable in the last 2 seasons for Barcelona. That said, while a knee injury is ruled out, Araujo's participation against Rayo Vallecano on this weekend is still doubtful. Barcelona will, in all probability, release the squad list for the game very soon, I think today, which will give more clarity on the injured player situation. It is great news hearing that Araujo did not pick up a knee injury as many people anticipated after that Real Sociedad game, and of course, seeing how important the player have been for us, it is very important that we have him at some point. Maybe against Rayo Vallecano, it is doubtful. Of course, we are waiting for the squad list that will be released later today. But nonetheless, had it been it was a knee injury, it could have taken a very long time and it could have bring more cause of worry. But as it stands, Barcelona have confirmed that it is not a knee injury, which I think is very great to hear that, because Gerard Piqué is likely to be ruled out, who knows, for the rest of the season, because he was still feeling very uncomfortable until he was substituted in that Real Sociedad win. And just imagine Gerard Piqué not there and Araujo not there, it's going to cause us a lot, going to bring more problems. We saw how when the 2 of them were missing against Cadiz, we were very poor, very shallow at the back, and luckily enough, Araujo will not be out for too long. So coolers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay up to date with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.